So I got this elk sitting over there, just eating away at his whatever, some kind of berry bush, I guess. There are 20 elk in the area. They're just hanging out. They come and go over the course of days in Hammond. I don't think they see many people because they really react to me when I walk by them, but they don't run off. I don't think they're too scared of people. But where else will you see elk that are not caged running freely in a pretty large number, but in the Fort Stevens or Hammond area? So this is a very unique culture. Fort Stevens used to be a military base that had maybe up to 5,000 soldiers or something, and Hammond grew up as a military community. But when the military base disbanded, the city started to fall apart. They actually had a city hall and more government institutions for the city, like maybe a city council and all that. When the military base was here, it was really a strong military base, a community that supported itself, relying a lot on the military. But when that pulled out, that was it. The city started to shrink and lose people, and now it's getting absorbed by Warrenton. As you can see, Warrenton has a lot of major businesses that seem to make the city more money than anywhere in Hammond can. Hammond has a lot of good things though. There's the fishing docks once a year, maybe for like 2 or 3 weeks. They have the salmon run, and then, well, there's also the lobster run, this lobster season, and then they charge for parking for all that to dock. $5 for parking. But yeah, the city has certainly gone through some changes ever since the military left. It came and went from about the Civil War period, and then left about almost 100 years later after World War II. But yeah, I just have to wonder, how was the elk population throughout these last 100 years or so, while the military was here and before the military was here? How strong was the elk population? I mean, a herd of 20 seems significant to me. They just run freely across the road and wherever they want to in this small town of Hammond. You see elk poop all over the place. But there's a lot of vegetation to be eaten, and these elk seem to prefer the mowed grass. If you look around, you'll see that they might see them behind me. They're all behind me, and they just love hanging out in that mowed grass area. The grass, I believe, is mowed. It's just this open area that they seem to like. I've seen them also at the Fort Stevens, just at like the wood's edge, but overlooking the grass. I think they might prefer mowed grass. It doesn't make any sense to me. You'd think they'd like the woods vegetation more, but maybe not. They like the grass because they don't eat the ferns, or it doesn't look like they eat ferns or the salal. I don't know if they eat salal. They eat a little bit here and there, but they ultimately seem to prefer the grass. But yeah, this area doesn't really frost over or anything, so it could stay green all year round. Yeah, that's it.